Thanks for joining us today. I'm Cody Holyoke. We are now into the thick of the holiday season. That means a lot of large gatherings and a lot of concern from public health experts. Right now, hospitals across the country are filling up because of a surge of respiratory viruses, especially among kids. In fact, we are already at the point the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Children's Hospital Association want the White House to declare a public health emergency as we push into winter. Keep in mind, this is an issue here at home. Local hospitals are being taxed right now because of a surge in RSV and the flu, with case numbers at 6-year highs and rising earlier than expected. That's along with COVID cases. This perfect storm is also hitting schools especially hard. Christ the King Catholic School in Kansas City, Kansas, closed for days after student and staff sicknesses got out of control.
The numbers were the critical thing, and again, it's the faculty. As much as I worry about the health of our students, if I don't have faculty to be in the classrooms, then we can't have school.
As many as 60 kids and a third of the school staff got sick from this combination of viruses. And all of this is happening as we now get into the holidays and colder weather. So let's discuss. Here to get to the heart of the matter, please welcome Dr. Michael Lewis with the University of Kansas Health System. Thanks for coming on. We know you're in charge of inpatient pediatrics and the pediatric ICU.
Yes.
So how much of a problem do respiratory viruses pose right now?
Well, right now, it's pretty overwhelming. Anybody who is in the emergency room, or if you're doing inpatient care for pediatrics, pretty much so anywhere right now, you're just treading water, keeping your head above water. It's just a continuous, multiple kids get discharged each day, multiple kids get admitted each day. It is, very humbling when you see it's not just kids from the metropolitan area in our hospitals right now. We have kids from a very large catch, because there's a lot of these small emergency rooms who, God bless them, they can't find a place for these kids.
Right.
And what we take for granted in larger hospitals, they don't have all of those resources. And so we're getting kids from quite a bit of ways away, definitely probably skipping over hospitals that they would have typically sent patients to, which is also really frightening, I think, for families too.
For sure. And is it a struggle to try to find bed space?
It is. Right now, I mean, there is, crisis pulls pulls a lot of folks together. So, like, for example, there's like a Monday morning call that most of us who are doing any version of inpatient pediatric care from Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and Iowa, we're all having conversations about where do you sit today? What do you know about transport teams? Where's kind of that supply shortages, any of these types of things, because a small amount of, the size of something to give oxygen to a 2-week-old is going to be different than even a 20-year-old. So there's all of these types of things are getting kind of pretty largely assessed.
Let's talk about the age range, because you mentioned, newborns too.
Sure.
I mean, adults are getting this too.
Sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. And so we've really seen younger kids, which is always going to be the case for RSV. Younger kids are always going to struggle more. That's just a pretty typical situation. But we've definitely seen it kind of go into some school-age kids and cause them quite a bit of issues as well, whether they maybe have bad asthma, maybe an underlying lung disease or heart disease. This has definitely been difficult for kids with other chronic health conditions as well.
And you have families, with more than one child. I mean,
Yeah.
that's very common. If you're a parent, how do you do this? Because, you say on paper, okay, well, you should sequester your child, but logistically, sometimes that's not possible. So how do you manage that?
Well, that's a great question, because I can tell you we've had a large number too of twins be hospitalized, for example. A lot of times twins might not be born completely full term, so they're going to be a little bit of a higher risk and maybe have some complications. So there's been a significant number of these families who baby 1 ends up in the hospital, and about 2 or 3 days later, baby 2 follows, which you try to do everything you can, for those families, because that's also really difficult to be uprooted. Now you're living with both twins back in the hospital again. But the biggest way to try to help prevent just hand hygiene, if you're sick, especially, people want to be around everyone at the holiday time, and we know that more holiday time means that there's going to be more group gatherings.
Which I know doctors love, especially in a pandemic.
Well, exactly. I mean, but I think, there's part of that, you need to get back to some version of normal and see your people too. That's what keeps us healthy too.
Right. No, that's a good point. Here's a big question that I get from a lot of parents because, I mean, seasonal viruses come and go, right? When is the point where I need to come see you with my child? When is it an emergency?
Well, and I have said this over and over again, don't ever doubt your parent sense. If you're like, this isn't right, this is not my kid, no matter what age. If this is a 1-month-old, you know that your baby feeds so often. You know when your baby goes to the bed, goes pee. You know all those things. It looks like your baby's not feeding very well, you need to reach out. Your baby's not going to the bathroom as much, I would reach out. Your baby's just breathing faster. Very recently, I just had a call from a family, 10 months old, my baby looks okay, but is, other than breathing like 65 to 70 times a minute. That's where you need to go seek care. The baby wasn't coughing, but the baby was definitely, that's probably very early into this process, so we want to try to jump in and hopefully avoid hospitalization.
Right, that's the main goal. All right,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much for your information, Dr. Michael Lewis, and thank you for everything you and caregivers are doing to keep our kids and families safe. KMBC 9 News is tracking the spread of these viruses as we get into the holidays. You can look for updates and information on how to keep your family safe on air and online at KMBC.com.